Hello everybody, Chris Cards is back. Progress report number 1 on my 1974 Topps autograph set. Trying to get every card in the set autographed. This will be the most difficult out of the 4 sets I'm doing because a lot of these guys are no longer with us, and some of these cards are very hard to get signed, including like the first 6 cards alone are Hank Aaron. That's not going to happen. Just letting you know now. But I'm going to, you create your own rules and do whatever you want. And that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to try to get as many cards as possible signed. 1974 Topps, a very unique set. Nice set to get signed. No facsimile auto. Very clean set. You can probably find one of these for $120 online. Pretty inexpensive as well. So it's an easy set to pick up and try on your own. Let's talk to you about 74 Topps. 660 cards, 44 traded. 41 Hall of Famers in this set. Unfortunately, 174 of these players are no longer with us. So there's that. Makes it a little bit more difficult. This is the very first factory set from Topps. In fact, here it is. Check it out in all its glory. The very first. This came with the 660 cards plus the traded cards as well. Came with the factory set. Later on, the factory set, the traded cards were inserted into a later run of the packs and whatnot. But I got the full traded set I'm also going for. And it is the very first traded set / update set from Topps. So 74 Topps, very first factory sealed set and first traded / update set from Topps. It's no longer called traded, but it is called update, basically the same idea. All right, let's get these cards in the binder. As you see, a lot of empty pages. Those cards are out TTM most likely. And our first card being inserted into the binder, signed very nicely there in ballpoint pen from Craig Robinson. Not the actor, but the ball player. 6-year career. You can find this card in Through the Mail Monday number 84. That's where I got this card. Now, he's a 2-for-1 deal. He also has a traded card. And how you know it's traded, obviously the big yellow splashy banner on the front of the card says traded. And on the back it also says 23T. It's the same card number, but with T on the end of it. All the traded cards came into the back of here, and they were all doubled up. I need to probably separate them. As you see, my little tags I showed you guys last week. Tough, MIA. MIA means that they used to TTM but don't anymore. DEC means deceased. DEC TTM means they're dead, and they did TTM when they were alive, so we might be able to find some of those cards on eBay for a decent price if they signed a bunch. And here are the traded cards back here. And let's see what number this one is. I'm just going to have to put this guy right here. I'm just going to have to pick it out because so many of these traded cards are off for TTM. I don't really... And of course, they're not in numerical order. So I'm just going to throw him in the top here and call it a day. So there's Craig Robinson. 2 cards for the price of 1. So 44 of these traded cards are in here. There he is. Looks very good. Let's move on to our next dude who's going to be way back here in our second spot. It's going to be Manny Sanguillen. Manny Sanguillen, Pirate legend. 13 years, all with the Pirates. Very good little player. He does private signings. And this was from a private signing. This was an extra from a private signing. You can pick them up for about $15 through private signings. Maybe it was $13. I think I got this card for $10, so that was pretty decent. As I mentioned last week, a lot of these private signer hosts get extra card signed and kind of sell them off on their own. As you see right there, I've got 2 Manny Sanguillen cards. In fact, the one I'm putting in there is, well, it's a little bit maybe better centered. They're both pretty nice cards. Let's tuck him up here in the upper left-hand corner where he belongs and move on to our third player, who's going to be Gene Tenace. Now, Gene was a part of those early 70s A's teams that won a bunch of World Series, 3 in a row, actually. So he's got some World Series highlights, which are also in this set. So I've got one of those signed. I also have him signed an A's team card, which is not putting in until I get a few more signatures on it, but there he goes. Very nice, Gene Tenace. $10 TTM is how much he costs. 6-time All-Star. Pretty good player for him. Or a pretty good player, period. Gene Tenace. Let's move on to Bobby Grich. Bob Grich. Used to be $5 each through the mail. And now he is $30 each through the mail. Thankfully, I was able to pick this up on eBay, shipped for $13.50. So that was the cost for Bobby Grich. Nice card. As you see, I had another one already up there, and let's tuck him right in here. $30 TTM is pretty expensive. Thankfully, he signed a bunch of cards for $5 a pop. So if you want to pick one up cheap, you probably can on eBay. That's what I figured, and that's what I did. He's a 6-time All-Star. Pretty good player, but not $30 a piece. Here's Wilbur Wood. He is a pretty good through-the-mail guy. He's got an upcoming private signing coming up, I see. So he does do private signings. But I got this card last year, thankfully, through the mail Monday, number 99. And I think I sent him 3 cards, and he signed all 3. Personalized them to Chris, but that's fine. Wilbur Wood, a pitcher back in the day. Pretty sweet-looking card from Wilbur Wood. My first personalized card going in the set here. Rick Russell. Here we go. He is a very sporadic TTMer. I picked this card up for $10 through a Facebook group. He is not a very reliable through-the-mail guy. Long career, especially with the Cubs. Spent 12 years with the Cubs. Rick is a dude that's going to be in all 4 of my sets, 84, 87, and 89 Upper Deck. He had a nice long career as well. John Matlack, Mets Hall of Famer. You can see him in the TTMM 67. So I got him last year sometime, 2 years ago. Some of these, of course, I've been sitting on for a couple years now, so I will not put them in unless they've been on through the mail Monday. Greg Nettles through a private signing cost $17. Nettles was $17 each through a private signing. Through the mail Monday, number 82. Is where I open up this envelope. I'll probably be doing some just separate TTM private signing videos just to keep them separate from my TTM videos. So I don't know what's in here, but I got to get this out of here. Kind of expensive for Nettles. I was able to get some cheaper cards in 84 and 87, some buybacks, but couldn't do it here in 74. But an okay price for a very good player. Next we've got Dave Parker. Here's the Dave Parker rookie. Signed this for $7 through the mail Monday, 81. He does charge some money to get signed through the mail. I sent him 3 cards and $20, and he signed them all, so that was very nice of him. Your mileage may vary. I'm not sure if he signs any for free or not. Maybe if you send him one, he'll sign it. I'm not sure. But next up, we got another one of those Oakland A's guys that are, of course, some Hall of in the World Series, great Oakland teams in the early 70s. So another World Series champ with the A's, Bill North. Bill North, $10 from the private Facebook group, of course. 2-time stolen base leader in the American League. In fact, he won the World Series in 1974 with the A's. Doesn't have him listed as a winner in 73, but clearly he was on the A's since he has a 74 Topps card, so that's a little odd. Maybe he's still got a ring. And here we go, John Blue Moon Odom. Now, he was a World Series champion. 3-time World Series champion, in fact. 2-time All-Star. Signed very nicely there. John signs for $5 a card. Great deal from him. I might send him the A's team card to get signed as well. He looks really good up there. John Blue Moon Odom with a great signature. Has his nickname in there as well as his jersey number. And last, but certainly not least, I assure you I have more 74 Topps cards to put in this binder. We got Milt Wilcox. Milt came up with the Cincinnati Reds, ended up on the Indians, and then spent many years with the Tigers, including being an important part of that 1984 World Series championship team with Jack Morris and company on that starting staff. He pitched in the ALCS that year, won his game, and he pitched in the World Series one game and won that game as well. So Milt Wilcox does not sign through the mail, so there you go. I'm taking out his other base card I have and replacing it with the signed version. This was purchased on a Facebook group. Milt Wilcox does do private signings, though, so I shouldn't have marked him as tough, because tough is guys that basically don't do private signings, don't do through the mail, and you have no idea where the guy is. So those are tough. I sort of misdiagnosed this one as tough. As you see my little stickers on there. Again, I do that just so when I look these up on sportscollectors.net, I'm only looking them up once. I'm not going to be able to remember all this stuff on whether they sign. Some people sign sporadically. Some people do private signing, so I'll mark private signing on there and do all sorts of stuff like that. So that's it, guys. 1974 Topps update number 1. And next week will be 1989 Upper Deck update number 1 for that set. And then all 4 sets will be on YouTube here, all 4 updates. And then after that will be update number 2. I'll be adding more cards, and hopefully I'll be going much quicker for those. There'll be less explaining needed if you follow me along this little journey I'm doing and see the cost and where I'm getting these cards from. And let me know down below if you guys are chasing any sets as well. I know there's a few Donruss collectors out there getting those sets as well. And man, I had a bunch of cards in 91, so some of those sets are just gigantic. The only good thing about those is there's a ton of those players at TTM. So those are, like I said last week, the low-hanging fruit. You can bust those out pretty quick, and then it gets to the nitty-gritty. And this is only a 660 card set. I'm about halfway through this binder with sending out through the mail guys. So you guys might have seen a few TTMs already. Louis Tiant, I got him back. You saw one of his cards in there as well. So some of these guys I've already got back. I just need to put them in the binder, but don't want these videos to go too long. Otherwise, it'd just be one video, and I'm just putting in about 100 cards. And I probably got about 100 cards left to go. So, but we'll alternate between the sets: 74 Topps, 84 Topps, 87 Topps, 89 Upper Deck. 4 sets there, chasing down. And well, just hopefully you guys enjoy the little videos I'm doing. These videos will probably get better and better as more and more cards get put into the binders and the price total increases and all that jazz. So it'll be a little more interesting as far as the cost of this endeavor. Thanks guys a lot for joining me. Hit that subscribe button to join me on my little journey. And of course, Through the Mail Monday, coming out Monday. Another 5 or 6 returns probably from the week will be on there. I do that every single Monday. I've done that for the last, I think, 136 weeks now. I'll be on TTMM 137. And I will link all of the, in the text and all that as I'm going through this video. I'll show you all the which Through the Mail Monday some of these guys came through. And just sort of, it'll be a unique experience to have a video to coincide with Through the Mail returns from these cards and make it a little bit more interesting. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Appreciate all of you. Have a great weekend. I'll see you Monday for TTMM. See ya.